Welcome to Pull the Pin Already, a place where average veterans come to share their opinions about the world we live in. We can't guarantee you're going to like our opinions.
But we promise you we're going to have technical difficulties.
Yeah,
I'm Nate, and that's pull the pin already. That one was
yeah,
all messed up on my end somehow. I don't know what
I don't
happened
know.
there.
I can always cut it out. Whatever. Cut it out, Jim. I don't like this lighting either. Look, my
Cut
lighting's all
it
jacked up.
out.
My lighting's all messed up. Everything, man. What an episode. What a day. What a day.
What
What
a
a day.
day.
Well, anyways, thanks for coming back, Nate. That's always a bonus.
Yes.
We're waiting on the other veterans to show up here because a couple of them know we do this. So we'll wait. But no worries. This is all for us, not you. Anyways, this is our War Room edition. This is where we go ahead and grab some headlines from the mainstream media and we talk about them from our perspective as if we read the article, which we know we haven't, but we know you haven't either because you're probably living busy lives, doing things that matter. So we're going to tell you what's in the news, what's going on in the world, and what you need to worry about, why you need to worry about it, and why you're going to listen to us.
Because we are just average veterans, we've been around the world and we know everything about our
That's
opinions.
it. So you see how that one kind of flowed, right? I almost sound like I've been doing this for a while. All right, let's get into this. Let's do something. BLM, that's Black Lives Matter, rioters who burned down a Wendy's fined $500.
Well, that's what the law requires in that state, so that's all they got to do.
Is that each or?
Total.
Because it says rioters.
It's all Wendy's is worth.
Maybe that particular one, right? Isn't that like, though, I mean, like, not that I would do anything like that, but $500, dude, I can think of a couple places I'd burn down if all I had to pay was $500. It's like a car note, you know what I mean? It's like,
Oh, especially if you're taking more than $500 worth of stuff, you know?
right? Well, yeah, you take it and then burn it down, and then you got your $500 worth of stuff, and then you just
I'll
pay.
trade you this TV for $500.
Right.
But I
You
got
just sell the stuff, and you pay the $500 fine, and you get to burn down a place for free.
Yeah, essentially.
I mean, you know, the stupidity of this, like if that's it, were they not sentenced? Like that's it, they were just fined.
That's like again, like I always say, that's what you voted for in that area, so that's what you get.
Well, I mean, you hit it on the head. There are laws. There are laws with restrictions and stuff like that. But at the end of the day,
I'm assuming arson is. I would assume arson in any state's worth more than $500.
well, but there's still different varying, levels of arson because if there's people in the house and if there's not people in the house, if it's a dwelling, if it's a, I mean, there's all stipulations in the rules. Where if you burn down somebody's private residence, it's a whole different ballgame than you burn it down a business. Because the chances of somebody living in there is.
I'm gonna assume the penalty's more than $500, no matter what it is. But anyways,
well, apparently it's not because these people just paid $500 and burned down a Wendy's.
You're absolutely right. Yep. You know what? You're right.
I mean,
the headline proved me wrong.
I'm going to take a stab here. These BLM rioters probably worked for Subway.
Yeah.
Or Burger King. I mean, let's call it how it is.
Well, Wendy's. I think Wendy's rival will probably be like Arby's or something. Like McDonald's and Burger King are rivals.
Whatever's close by. They'd be like, hey guys, I'll give you $500 if you go torch that Wendy's over there.
Just to bring us more customers to our restaurant.
Exactly, right? Right?
That's exactly what they were thinking because Wendy's had so much to do with whatever their problem was.
Exactly. Right. Wendy's is such an oppressor. I mean, because think about it. Wendy's got to be a white oppressive name, right?
Yeah, it's a white chick.
Yeah, that sounds like privilege
right
to
on
me.
The sign.
That's privilege. So
sounds like a hate crime now.
Yeah, it's not like burning down a building and only getting a $500 charge is privilege. That's not privilege, but whatever. Moving right along. Apple. Let me say this again for all you crapple users who think you're so elite and above the world. Apple releases urgent security updates for iPhone after hackers exploit gaps.
Yeah.
I had to put this in there, dude, because you know these people, right?
Yeah, well, every phone gets updates because of problems, so.
But you don't understand. Do you not understand the Apple argument they have been making for years? This was pretty prominent in the PC world, because you understand certain industry use apples because of their graphic design abilities. Like there's just something better about apples in the graphic world, whatever.
Oh.
But they always say, and I used to do IT for a little while too. They were always like, "Well, apples don't get viruses. Apples don't." I said, "Yeah, because there's no apples out there that anybody cares about." What are they going to do? Put a virus in your graphics systems? When most of your government networks, most of your big networks all ran on Windows machines. So people were creating viruses for that because they can get information, money, and all that stuff. But Apple, these people that gave this false sense of security to Apple users, like Apple didn't get viruses. It just wasn't worth the effort. But this shows people right here, yes,
Well,
Apple
it's not.
gets viruses.
It's not a virus they got. It was just a
Well, if you got a
gap in
hacker,
security.
if it's got a hacker can leave a virus. It's the whole reason the whole
They
door
can't. I don't
closed
know if
up.
they can. Well, they didn't leave a virus. They just found a loophole in whatever they're looking for.
Oh,
Essentially,
you read this article?
no, no.
Okay,
That's my
so hackers can
opinion.
leave,
It's my opinion.
but the definition of a hacker is somebody who gains access to
Yeah,
something they're
sure.
not able to. Now,
Yeah,
whether they can leave something in there or not, they still got in there.
sure. But you can't.
So,
But you can't leave a virus. I've been told by Apple they can't get viruses. So there.
oh, okay, right, okay, fair enough. Then my whole argument's shot.
But did you see that new update where if you got close enough to someone's phone, you can take all their contact information, everything off their phone?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's it. Yep,
That was
yep,
automatically turned on.
yep, yep, yep. Why would that surprise you? But you know what? That technology's out there. The RFID readers or whatever they are.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
That's why
yeah.
those wallets came out, and what I mean. That technology's out there. People stealing your information off your credit cards just by standing next to you,
Good luck to them. They ain't gonna get far.
right? If anything, start paying the bills, buddy, so you can use it.
Yeah, I'll change the address to your address. If you want to use my credit card, you can pay the bill too,
Exactly.
buddy. Because
We'll share the card if you want. I mean, just let me know when there's space on it so I can get my coffee.
yeah, but I say even about IT on a regular government computer, we had an update last night. Now this part doesn't work, or that part doesn't work. Now we got to do a patch to fix what was supposed to be a better update to fix something that was already working.
Well, yeah,
It's
that's the risk you take, especially like with Windows. That's something I do appreciate Apple for because they do funnel everything through their little system, but that's everywhere. Like whether you're a gamer and you use hacks for games, whether you're, you know, any software that's written is written for the hardware. And if you upgrade the hardware, now you got to change the software. And then if you change that software, there's another piece of software that integrates with that has to be changed now. That's the world of it. That's all of it. Programming is to work with each other. But my moral question in all this is if you write a program and you know how it works, backdoor or gaps, if you know where the gaps are, number one, you'd close them, right? Or you'd wait and then exploit them. So they come back and ask you to fix the program or write a new program to protect them from that program. So I don't trust any of these people. That's the problem. It's good and evil. That's really what we're talking about.
you know who I do trust.
Who do you trust? NFL commissioner?
Hmm.
I don't know if you're going to like this one, though. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell wants to permanently remove the tush push.
Good, he can, and then we'll just do the brotherly shove.
That's the same thing.
It is.
Yeah, yeah.
But Roger Goodell can't do that himself, and the Players Association doesn't want to do it because it's not illegal.
Right. And I'm mixed on this. Like I'm
That's
mixed
like
because
saying we have to permanently remove Tyreek Hill from being a wide receiver because he's too fast and can outdo every cornerback.
well,
Stupid.
no, that's a little different. I think they
No,
can make
not
a
absolutely
better
not at all.
rule. No, I think they can make a better rule to have that same effect without actually mentioning Tyreek Hill. They did it to my look. That's what I said. They did it to
Wide
Marty Brodeur.
receivers can't run over 19 miles an hour because the cornerbacks aren't as fast as you.
Exactly, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. They could do that, but they did it to my guy Marty Brodeur. Remember when they put the trapezoid back there so he couldn't play the puck because it was ruining the game of hockey because the guys couldn't dump the puck. That's what they made a rule specifically for Marty Brodeur to quote something he was really good at. So I really didn't care for that, but I do have to step back objectively and say, was that better for the game? Did that improve the game because we have an elite player who can, whatever, work the system? Even when you look at it that way too, the trap. The
So
Devils played the trap.
what are they going to do here?
Well, I mean, the
Get
point
rid of
is,
quarterbacks. It's a quarterback sneak. That's all it is.
well, I guess the problem
They
with
just
me
don't
is,
want the quarterback being pushed from behind.
I don't know. That's the problem is to me is I don't understand how they're doing it so good that teams can't stop it. I don't understand
Well,
it.
because Jalen Hurts squats 600 pounds alone by himself, and his legs are very strong. That's one reason why they can do it.
Right, but still the line is pushing something.
Steroids.
Like
I mean,
but no, you know what I'm saying? Like even just think about field goals or field goal blocks. That's all it is it's a rugby scrum.
yeah,
That's what guys do. They push. So unless you're saying it's illegal for the lineman to go down and block at the legs of the guys coming over, then it's just a matter of strength for strength. Why would that be illegal?
yeah. I don't know what the. I haven't seen reasons to make it illegal besides one team's too good at it, other teams can't stop them.
But now let's play devil advocate for a minute. I know it's going to be hard for you to take the opposing side, but if you know for a fact that you have a play that guarantees you 2-3 yards every time, I mean that is it's the teams playing against you are going to have to keep you out of a 2-3 yard gain yardage all the time. So it's
Yep.
a distinct advantage for one team and out the whole league. Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe that if they practice and learned it, they deserve it. It's just like a trick play. If you master a trick play, there shouldn't be nothing illegal about it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm torn. I'm probably leaning on the side of, don't ban this, don't remove it. Just have other teams learn to do it, and
Well,
maybe they'll stop
what
it.
they should do first? Get rid of all turf grass if they wanted to get rid of something first. That's not good for the players. Make it all grass.
Well, yeah. They'd probably spend a lot of money changing that grass, though.
Well, you know what? When the World Cup comes to the United States in 2026, every NFL stadium they're playing in is going all grass and get rid of the turf. So, but I guess then again, I don't think the NFL's paying for it either. It might be the
right. Maybe that's what they're waiting for. Maybe they are going to do that,
and then keep it that way. Let the World Cup pay for it first.
Yep. Oh yeah,
we'll keep it.
Dude, that's what it's all about. It's about money. We just had a high school team get a new field, a turf field. And I thought it was the stupidest thing in the world. And I don't even like the turf, whatever, but they just spent COVID money on it. A lot of money. A lot of money on that field. So, at the end of the day, I don't think it should be banned. But I also think, like I said, then just give all the teams 3 downs now. You know what I mean? Stop giving 4 down, give them 3 downs. If you got a play that guarantees you 2-3 yards, either make the first down 15 yards or give everybody 3 downs. There's solutions you can do if this is going to become an unfair advantage.
Yeah, and I mean, and if it's not a injury reason, just because someone's good at it, you need to get rid of it.
Right. Yeah.
But if it's an injury, if there's injuries happening all the time for it, like
right.
in college they make the linemen wear knee braces, but in the NFL they don't. Why not?
Right. Well, it's even like I said, is if we can understand what the problem with it is or how it's how it's an advantage. If you just went and drafted a whole bunch of really big, strong linemen, that's not an advantage that the football needs to even get involved. You know what I mean? What do? Make other people draft better linemen? Like, no, that's your problem. If you
And
don't
it might be the pushing of the quarterback that they're worried about. I don't know.
Because I thought
that's the only thing I can think of, because you can do a quarterback sneak. No one has ever quite. It's a quarterback sneak. Is all it is. But you have your extra players behind you that are allowed to be in the backfield legally, pushing you.
Well, I thought that was illegal anyway. You ever see like receivers? They can push a pile or something, right? But they can't push.
You can't pull. You can't pull somebody.
They're
not pulling. They're pushing.
Well, I agree, though. I think now, I would stand behind that. I would stand behind a rule that says you can't push another player, because that is distinctly advantage. Because if you're not able to block the guy, you're already out of the play then. So let the runner go. You can't push him.
That might be what it is, the push itself.
Yeah, but I thought I saw it just the other night. I didn't think I saw him being pushed.
Oh, he's being pushed. Oh, yeah. The 3 guys behind him, 2-3 guys behind him. As soon as he lunges, they're pushing him.
Oh, is he really?
Oh,
That's what it is?
Yeah.
I thought it was the line doing that work.
So the line's doing a push too, but then you have players pushing him, pushing Jalen himself.
Well, if that's the case, then that's why I guess the tush push, right?
Well, everybody can do it.
Yeah, but I don't think that should be fair. I don't think that should be allowed. Because you're not even allowed. I don't think you're allowed to jump over anymore to block kicks and stuff. You can't jump line.
Yeah.
So that was another rule that a team found an advantage or an athlete had an edge, and they made a rule against it. And I understand why, because it ruined the whole game. Because now if this guy can jump over and block everything, then there's no sense even playing. or you'd have to pull another guy out to stop him from jumping, and then all of a sudden your line. I think it
The
ruins
law.
the game.
Now you got a rule against a player I paid a lot of money for that can do this job very well. Now my money's worthless on him because you just made a law that you don't like. Anyways, I don't like this headline anymore.
Well, let's get into something really
Oh.
good. Man gored by bison. Man gored by bison. He tried to pet. Says he's definitely an idiot.
What's there to discuss? The head done. He's right.
Well, I was trying to
Cool.
figure. Do you think he's a liberal or a Democrat or just a bison
idiot.
lover?
An idiot. He's an idiot. It says it right there.
Well, I appreciate this because the man has some integrity.
Yeah, he took blame for it. That was a stupid ass move. I was an idiot for trying that.
Exactly. I mean,
now I'm assuming if he got gored, he was in a field or in a enclosure with this bison or wherever he was. It wasn't trying to pet him through a fence on the opposite side. Well, I don't know. Bison's pretty strong.
right. He probably climbed a fence or went somewhere he wasn't supposed to, or even in the open.
Out in like Wyoming and shit, they just roam free, right? I'm guessing the state, but up in that area, they just roam free.
Well, I'll tell you personally, I've seen it. I've seen not bison, but what are those elk? The bigger ones? Not elk, are they? Whatever the hell they are.
Buffaloes.
They're big elks. No,
Yeah.
the deer-like things, whatever. They the moose.
Oh.
When I was in Colorado, I was in the mountains of Colorado. The moose just roam free up there, and
Oh,
I mean
yeah,
literally in the
they're
town.
wild animals.
But
They
I mean
roam
literally,
free.
like in the town where people
yeah.
live. And I remember one of them. I remember watching this lady or something go get a picture of this moose, not even realizing that there were two babies in the trees right there by the moose.
Mom, I don't like
and
that.
This moose chased this woman down. Thank God didn't crush her or nothing, but knocked her down, and she learned her lesson. But she I guess I don't want to call her an idiot. I mean, it was a dumb thing to do, but maybe she didn't know better. But she literally was trying to get closer to get a picture of this moose.
Well, you got to be an idiot to get that close to an animal that you know is bigger than you and can harm you. You know a moose can harm you, right? I mean, you have to know that.
Sure.
So yeah, you're an idiot for trying to get a picture that close.
Well, I mean, you got to be
an idiot. Get a
picture
at a distance.
You got to be an idiot to vote for Joe Biden. But I mean, they still did it.
Yeah, exactly.
So you know what? Look, save the bisons. Trample the idiots, score the idiots, save the bisons. Anyways, thanks, Nate. Thanks for tuning in again. Thanks out there for your like, share, subscribe. Thanks for all that stuff you do for us and whatever it is you do. I don't know, but thank you.
Me either.
If you're a veteran, get involved. The website's been scrolling on the bottom for what are we over 300 some odd episodes. I don't even know. Maybe you should go check the website, see if it still works. But in the meantime, just get involved and send us all your money. Until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin already. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.